I've been having a little issue with my internet. So let's try this again. Middle of Taurus. This is a part 2 for Twin Flame Zodiac readings. So Taurus, I can't tell you where I left off reading other than I think we were doing the Hanged Man. I'm not quite sure when the video, the connection kind of went away. So this is, the Hanged Man is about you gaining clarity, having discernment as well. What else for Taurus? Oh my goodness. Welcome to the world of energetics. All right. Yeah, so this is definitely your energy I'm hearing. So something about wagging your feet. There is definitely a beautiful change that wants to happen here, but I feel like you're digging your heels in. You're telling the universe how to bring it to you. You're telling the universe what you will accept and what you won't accept. I get that. That's great. But when they bring you what is meant for you, you tell them, no, that's it. That's not it. Because you're still holding on to an old belief here, an old dream, an old identity. I'm not quite sure what that is. But these moon cycles, and we do have the eclipses in August, they will certainly bring that up for you. Let me see here. I've got the live chats on. I don't know if anybody is there, or if anyone's even typing, but that's okay. And I'm not really paying attention too much to that. But if you're there, just say hi. It's nice. It's nice to say hi. Talk to me about this confusion down here, Spirit. I've got 3. The Emperor, the Page of Wands, and the Tower. Yeah, there's a divine masculine energy. This is just, it feels very stubborn to me. It feels like yeah, there's the powerful change that wants to come in, but it's like you're telling the universe how you want it done. It doesn't work that way, Taurus. I'm sorry to say that. It does not work that way. I'm just surprised at this message, but it's coming out because it needs to come out. There is powerful change that's coming. I feel like whatever this confusion is, this tower is going to blast that away, whether you're ready or not, Taurus. Could be communication with your divine masculine energy coming in. So what is this Page of Wands? There is definitely a message. There's the Empress. This divine masculine could be the one bringing in this message that says, I know you're my person. And that could really shock you. It changes the game. Because I don't believe that whoever this Emperor is not this King of Cups. Whoever you've been holding on to is not this Emperor. I do want to say, there is a leveling up, with your internal masculine and feminine energies. There's movement, but like I said, you're trying to dig your heels in, but when the universe is like trying to move you, and let me tell you, when the Tower comes in, they're going to move you, whether you're ready or not. So get ready, because a powerful change is coming to this connection. There's a transformation that moves you into it. Oh, I love that. Yep, that moves things in. Can't make it up. That moves things in a divine order. You've actually manifested this, whether you're aware of that or not, through even this holding on to whatever you're holding on to. out of fear, out of letting go of something else, so something else can, whatever it is. But you've actually manifested it. So now the universe comes in and there's a new opportunity. You got the justice here where alignment comes in for the two of you to finally come face to face. Maybe for the first time, maybe not. Kind of a little bit like what Aries reading was. But yes, so expect powerful change. Think shift is coming. You've got to release and let go and allow yourself to receive, right? Final message for Taurus, please. Thank you. Admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. That's what this is here. That's what this hangman is going to illuminate for you in these moon cycles, and this possibly the eclipse cycle in August is going to illuminate the truth for you. There's not going to be any more confusion. You're going to know exactly what's the next step. You're going to know who your true twin is. And I gotta say, for whatever reason this has been coming up lately, just not even, in my YouTube readings, but in personal readings and conversations is, I used to use the term true twin many years ago. And for whatever reason, I got away from that. Spirit led me somewhere else. But I'm back there now. But I'm finding that there's this irritation around those who are trying to fit themselves, a square peg into a round hole, trying to fit themselves into the twin flame connection, collective connection, because they think it's such a romanticized journey. It's not an easy journey. It's a good journey, but it's not an easy journey. There's no romanticizing this, right? When we get down to the nitty gritty, there is, and I've questioned it with my own guides. I wondered if the collective that's waking up, they're not just for the twin flame journey and whatnot. How do I put this? I question whether or not those who are trying to fit themselves into, square peg into a round hole when it wasn't their journey, how much of that energy was collectively putting some kind of a pulling the reins back on those unions that were, clarification there, that were trying to, the universe was trying to get together. There were, not to have something to blame, not to have, none of that. It's just like, it suddenly dawned on me that this third energy that we talk about out there, the third party energy, let's put that in perspective there, could have been those who were trying to be a part of this journey that they're not meant to be on. I don't know why that's coming up for me. Maybe that's, a lot of people are waking up that, oh my gosh, I'm not a twin flame. This person is not my twin flame. They're a karmic partner. There's soulmate catalyst, whatever it was. Maybe that's why. I've got no clue. So, got no clue. So but for whatever reason, I am the true twin flame. That phrase is coming out of my mouth again. And Mary Jo is not intentionally saying that. It's my guides are saying, let's get back to where we need to be here, right? So I am going to put a timestamp. Okay, I got to make sure I do that for the first video. And now part 2 is here, hopefully. And my internet holds, and we have 9:42, starting with Gemini. All right, Geminis. Let's see here. For your twin flame connection, what is the energy? Thank you. We got 2. A fiery climax approaches, and it's time to take action. We have Something coming full circle. Look at that full moon in Aries and the new moon in Aries. That's exciting. Something is coming full circle here. And I bet you feel that energy. I betcha you feel that energy. Where are we going for Gemini? Thank you, Spirit. There's a cycle closing out. Yep, and there's a Death card on the bottom. And there's a Ten of Swords. I'm going to take it. A cycle closed out so healing can come in. Loving that. I'm going to keep those, actually. You might not be aware of this yet. So this ending, this transformation is still in process. I feel like you're going to know, you're getting ready, you're getting prepared, and you'll know when it's time to take action. Either this is for you, Gemini, or for your, your twin flame, or both of you, one soul, right? You're going to know that things are speeding up. You're going to feel this. Because this Ten of Swords was on the bottom of the deck, it hasn't quite happened yet, but there's an ending in the energy field here, and it's purposeful. I'm gonna say two things, okay? Number one, it's purposeful for some healing to occur. Number two, this ending could possibly be a loss in the family or a loss of a friend. I say that because we have these two energies. We've got the Death card, and we've got this looking like she's lying in a grave, right? It's an ending. Maybe an ending you didn't see coming. Just got to put that out there, okay? But with every loss that we believe is a loss, it's a beautiful gift, the gifts that my mother has given me since her passing, I never would have imagined. Never. So do your due diligence of the grieving, and I'm trying not to make light of this, but I just want to say that there's a bigger picture storyline going on here, okay? It fuels some forward action here, some forward momentum. Lovers flipped out, and it turned purposely in the reverse here. I have got somebody, I just felt somebody come in over here. So, feel like I have a loved one guiding this message for you guys, Gemini. Something that just, you couldn't move forward on. This feels like stagnation. All right. Could also indicate an end to a partnership, an end to someone you love, here in the physical. Five of Swords. Maybe you've needed to walk away and let the dust settle. I heard that really loudly. Yes. Action is moving. The mind is clearing out. Nine of Swords in the reverse. Clarity is coming. Confidence. I want to say confidence is coming. A lot of Aries energy, of course. That would, bring confidence as well for you, Gemini. Interesting energy. Yeah, confidence. Confidence will be building. This was purposeful so you can do some work. You've had to build yourself. You've had to, we've all had to get prepared for this, the incoming of unions. There's love. There's your cup will overflow here, the Ace of Cups, Hangman, and the Seven of Pentacles. There's something that's been on pause. This connection has been on pause because I feel like something else was going on over here. I feel like this bottom of the deck energy, the Death, the Ten of Swords, and the Four of Swords, and these reversals here, the Lovers and the Nine of Swords reversed. Something needed to clear out. You needed to put your focus on something else, or your twin flame had to put their focus on something else. So this connection had to be put on pause. But the great thing about that is, in the midst of that pause, Gemini, there's been work on you. You've been building yourself. You've been gaining confidence, knowing your worth. You know, today I just started this video, but we are recording this on the 7/17, or we're live on the 7/17. You know, the twin flame portal. To me, it's my twin flame, one of my main twin flame numbers. That, along with 144 and 1111. But hence Divine Messenger 717, right? So 717 indicates two becoming one, and today is a Friday. It's a Venus day. The moon meets Venus today, and so it's just this expansion and intensification of love and worth and joy, passion, and sensuality. And so you've been working on that. You have been working on that, and in time, I feel like it's coming time. Something you have been waiting for, something that's been on pause, gets going again. Ooh, I just heard, what is... I just heard the revving of an engine. That's... So your counterpart could work on cars. You could work on cars. Somebody likes racing. There's just something about that, you know, like being at a track. I don't know where this is coming from. And just hearing the roar of those engines, you know, like I used to love NASCAR. I used to love hearing the roar of the engines, right? But that's funny. Something gets going, but first something else had to be taken care of, whether that's through you guys or the universe coming in and moving, shifting energy around. But now the opportunity is here for action, loving action, you know, to come online here. And I feel like this kind of shakes things up a bit. I don't know why I'm saying that. I'm just feeling that. So I want to go to this Ace of Wands. You've been focusing on yourself, which is great. This is exactly what you were meant to do. You've come out of that waiting mode where you may have been in for a time, but something's about to pop off here. Six of Swords. Maybe you've got to travel, or one of you have got to travel to the other. But I want to say, if you've been grieving, or if you find yourself grieving, maybe this is the death of the old you. The death of the old dream that you had where your counterpart was concerned. That could also be that. But wherever you've been, whatever you've been going through, whatever your twin flame's been going through, there is calmer, better times coming. The light is coming. You know, a new day, a new dawn. Yeah, Union, Four of Wands. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, I thought something flipped. It did not. There it is. Four of Pentacles, stability. Got to open your heart to receive it, though. See the heart is closed. It's like death grip on those coins and on that tree, right? Really protecting themselves, protecting the, you know, what they've acquired, protecting their energy, protecting their heart. You've got to open up to receive this. Oh, goodness. I'm not taking all of those. Oh, goodness. But I am taking this one here. Nine of Cups, because this opportunity brings in everything that you've wanted, Gemini. But you've got to open yourself up to receive it. I feel like you are. But there's just a period you've got to go through you or your twin flame. It's just, it feels unfair. It feels like a mental, like you just want to check out mentally, and that's okay. Just make sure you do the inner work, the grieving, allowing that to process through. That's whatever that death and Ten of Swords and is going to be different for each and every one of you. But this, climax uh, is the could be even anger, even though I'm not getting that other than, but it's a buildup of energy, right? That suddenly just bursts through. Kind of like a tower in the making, but the tower's not here. So I want to look to see where the tower is, if you don't mind. Hold, please. Because it just feels like the universe is actually giving you the opportunity. Instead, when the tower comes in, that's the universe stepping in and saying, okay, maybe you haven't paid attention, but we've got to move things along. So the tower isn't here, though. Let's make sure it's not the last card. Nope. Is it? No, I don't have the tower here. Where are you? Tower is in between the Page of Swords and the Moon. Yeah, something. We do have the eclipses in August, the 12th and the 27th and the 28th, depending on where you live for that final eclipse. But there's just some news that comes in maybe around the next full moon, which is the 29th of this month, or that those eclipses may be a catalyst for you. But I do want to say it does lead you into something a little more stable. Eight of Cups, it's like maybe there's a redirection. Maybe that's the best way I can say this, is there's a redirection, and it's for your highest good, Gemini. It's you might not see it. You might not see it, but it is. It's everything is going to be. It'll work out in your favor exactly the way it's meant to. You do have union on the table here. You have wish fulfillment here. Whatever this is, just keep your heart open. Don't allow it to close your heart off to this connection, or to love in general. It serves a purpose, and it's so you can see your own worth. So you can, I don't know, however, I've got questions, Spirit, but I'm going to leave it there. I am going to leave it there. That was a lot. New beginnings and fresh start. Yeah, see? There's definitely something new coming in, but in order for that to come in, you've got to open your heart to receive it, number one. Number two, you've got to release, any kind of control that you may have over whatever is occurring in your life. And then the universe has got to clear out other energies, whether you want them cleared out or not, whether you see the reasoning behind the clearing out or not. It needs to happen. All right. I'm gonna leave it there, Gemini. I'm gonna leave it there. And of course, these are timeless readings. So this doesn't mean that because I talked about the eclipses, doesn't mean it's going to be right now. So, all right, let's move on. Hello to anybody who's there. I can't see any chats or anything, so I've got them on. I really do, and I hope the volume is on. Now's a great time to think about that, right? Yeah, it says my microphone is on. Yeah, I hope you're all doing well. Let's move on to Cancer 24. Oh, let's do 25. That makes it easy. For Cancer, please. Twin flame energy. Yes, thank you. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. Could be dealing with a Sagittarius. But good things are coming in, man. Jupiter is blessing you left and right, man. I don't know why I just did that, but that's the truth. Yep. Things look good. Ooh, I just get I'm suddenly really giddy. Things look good. They feel good. Whether you're in union or not, just life feels good. No, but it didn't in the past. You've had to go through some crap, right? Yes, you did. Woof, you had to go through some crap. The devil. Lovers with the Ten of Wands. Ooh, there's been a letting down of an old idea, quite possibly, or an old belief system, or an old connection. Like finally choosing you, maybe finally choosing this connection, or finally choosing that I can love my counterpart, but I don't need to be with them. Right? What else came out here? Queen of Pentacles, the High Priestess. You know who you are, Cancer. You know who the F you are. I love how Spirit's having me lay these out on the table here, like in groups. Like these two are together, those two are, you know what I mean? It's not a spread. So it's like they're really telling me a storyline here. And I love that. You've had to deal with some nefarious, I love that word, however you say it, energies around you. Some really sketchy energy that tried to take you down. But instead, you put them down. You said, I'm not taking your shit. I'm not carrying. I'm not being responsible for what you're doing. I'm responsible for me. I make my choices, through the heart space. I trust my intuition. I know who the F I am. Woo, this is powerful, Cancer. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, ooh-wee. Yes, talk to me about the twin flame connection here for Cancer. That is incredible. I love that. I love that. Yes, you know who you are. This connection is on fire. Whether it's strictly in spiritual realm, in the upper realms for sure, it is on fire. It is lit up. It is shining. It's speaking. Wow, your guys have a lot to say here. And then they're like very, very direct. I'm really drawn to the burst of color here. The burst of color here. Even here, there's a mini burst. There's like it's a little muted. It's kind of like the sky is here in the last 3 days. Finally, we can see the sky today and can have the windows open and everything. But like something is being lit on fire here in your connection. And I'm feeling this, like my solar plexus is like really warm, and it's not a bad warm. It's just like it's like turned up. The volume has been turned up on this connection, Cancer. Oh yeah, there's your counterpart. 6 cups. I thought I had another one. I think I did. Yes, I did. Look at that. Your counterpart too. Same energy, strength, lit up, powerful, know who they are. There is no doubt in you, for you or your divine counterpart, that you are each other. There's no doubt. 8 of Pentacles. What is the 8 of Pentacles? First, I want to say with that, you've both done the work. Well done. You've both done the work. What does that mean for Cancer and their twin flame? Communication. Intensity. You could feel the some kundalini action I'm hearing as well. Yeah. Kundalini action. We've got an Ace of Wands on the table. Now we've got the Ace of Swords. Truth, a new opportunity to start from a fresh, clean slate, I'm hearing. Oh, wow, I love that. So that's, bottom of the deck doesn't really resonate. I don't know why I even looked at it. So definitely just says to me, man, you have fought tooth and nail for this connection. Energetically, physically, all of it. You've done the work. You wow, I'm in awe, in awe. And Lady Luck is definitely coming down and blessing you. It's like the horseshoe is like wrapped right around your neck. Lady Luck's horseshoe, just blessing you left and right. Like I said, communication can come in. This could be a conversation of like, hey, let's, maybe there's a lot of truth spoken between the two of you, and it opens up a new pathway to start something, to begin small. I mean, cup of coffee and conversation. Let's start small. We don't have to jump right back into where we've been before, because we are not those two individuals anymore. We are, our soul has expanded, you know, our humans have grown and integrated, and so let's have a conversation about what we want to build together. How, you know, about our you know, where the work that we've done for ourselves. Seven of Swords, there's that nefarious energy again. I do want to say some of this conversation could be about some lies coming to light. I don't think they're going to be a surprise to you, though. This is just like, you know, the coming clean. It's like getting everything out on the table first, before you take the next step forward, right? Let's just double check that. Yes. Nine of Pentacles. I love this. You have power over this lower energy, the Seven of Swords. You don't have to, it doesn't have any weight anymore, because the past was the past. You're stronger, you're glowing, you're more powerful than, you know, it's a silent power, though. You know, there's this standing in your knowing, being empowered, and it just kind of knocks this right out of the park, right? It doesn't exist anymore. Any illusions are just blown right out of the water. Yeah, there's Tower, blown right out of the water. So, but I love that because it clears the path, so the counterpart can come in truthfully. I do want to say this connection may be watched by other energies. I think you already know that. Been there, done that. Got the T-shirt, old hat. You know how to work your magic here. All right. But this is, something's being lit on fire here. Your connection is being lit on fire. Communication. You can feel the intensity. I mean, I certainly can feel the intensity. So I'm sure you can. And if you can't, you're about to get ready. Pull up your big girl panties, because they're about to be blown off. Shield yourself. Again, you know how to do that. Cancer. If you've been dealing with this in the past, could be third party energies, just like other energies that don't want your light to be seen. You know how to shield your energy and detach from the situation. I feel like you've already done that, Cancer, and that's why you know who you are. You're very solid. I mean, I don't think I've ever read for anyone as solid as this. And I could say that for the counterpart too. No matter what they've got going on or what they've had going on, it's like they've come to this peace within themselves that the only path forward is back. It's with the twin flame. It's with the past life soulmate. It's with you. So it's like they're no longer fighting that. Both of you have put down, both of you have detached, both of you have surrendered, and good job. Kudos to you. I love that. That's, whoo-wee. I'm feeling the intensity. Cool, cool, cool. Job well done. Alrighty, where are we at? Where are we at? We have Leo. 35, 42, for Leo. My beautiful Leo twin flames. Hello to everybody out there. If you're writing in the chats, I got no idea how to see them. I've got the live chat button chosen. If you're not typing, that's cool. But hello to everyone who's out there. Thank you for the 1 thumbs up. I like that. Thank you. Hitting that thumbs up helps this live be seen. That's like 7 cards. I'm not taking it. For Leo, please. You know what? Let's light a little bit of sage here. My incense burned out. Let's get some clear energy in here for Leo. We've got Lionsgate coming up, Leo. Every August 8th. Portal opens up on the 26th for me. Some readers will say it's another date, and that's okay, but for me, it's always on the Galactic New Year. Taking a drink. Spirit saying, take a rest here. Why? Maybe Leo needs to take a rest. What's going on with that, Leo? So now I'm going to change the time. 37. For Leo. My Leo friends out there. Show the world the real you and nothing will come of the situation. I got this card earlier for myself for it was a very interesting message because it came out in reverse, and actually yours did too. I just decided I wasn't reading reversals, but I'm picking up on the same energy. Something's been held off and it's about to get going, and I feel like that could be when you step fully into your courage, your who you are as a divine feminine or divine masculine, whichever you connect with. That's what the universe is. That's what's important here. Why am I picking that deck up again? I don't want that deck. Actually, I want this deck for Leo. Yeah, Knight of Wands, Five of Past, Five of Cups. Yeah, they're. Let's keep going. For Leo, let me get the cards out. Yeah, you know what to do here. Ooh, big cards. Magician, Lovers, Hermit. Show you in a minute. Just wanted to feel this. Wow, Temperance and the Ace of Cups here that came out together. We're going to keep that together. Yeah, it's time you believed in yourself. It's time, Leo, that you believe that you have something worth sharing to the world. You know what you know, whatever your niche is, whether that's tarot reading, whether that's essential oils, whether that's, I don't know, whatever your abilities are and your gifts are, right? You know what they are. You don't have to continuously heal. This is about stepping out of healing mode and stepping into the being mode. Make that decision. Choose to open your heart. Choose to let your light be shown. Here it says, show the world the real you. You've been prepared for this. But I feel like there's this like talking myself out of it. The world, look at that. There's 7 cards, 8 cards, and 1, 2, 3, 4 are major arcanas with an ace. Ace of Cups. Love, overflowing. The universe is blessing you. The universe is bringing this connection into balance here. It's healing it. This could be an opportunity for the two of you to come together. So if you've ever seen real twin flames together, everybody stares at them without even realizing why they're staring at them. Their light just shines, and people really just here's a shining 10 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Gonna take that. I want to say something here too. I'm getting it's quite possible that you are already with your twin flame, but you've kept it quiet. Good for you, because it's very sacred. You don't want anybody else or other people or anything from the past coming back to try to thwart this, right? I feel like now's the time to step out and let people know that you're a union, you're a unit, right? You don't have to neon sign it. This is stepping out and doing your mission. For many of you, maybe it is being in the public eye, finally being in the public eye, but there's a new change coming in, a new cycle beginning here. And I feel like you both have chosen it. But I'm talking to you, Leo. You're no longer the apprentice. In whatever it is that you've been doing in your life, you're no longer the apprentice. But there's that, they came out together again. And I shuffled and I didn't put them back together. They came out for, was it Aries? Quite possibly, or maybe Taurus. But there's like, there's something you don't want to see. You're keeping yourself in this perpetual limbo of confusion. Why is that here? Then I gotta talk to that one up there because he's calling my name. All right, I know it. I know something turned. There it is. 7 of Swords. Yeah, this is a sacred union. You don't want anything marring it up. You don't want people to walk in your energy with muddy boots, because I feel like you've really been keeping this quiet, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like you also feel like Spirit is nudging you to start talking about it, start sharing it with the world. Start maybe it's starting a twin flame channel, whatever it is. You just know it's too precious to let the world ruin it. It won't, though. I think you're going to be surprised, pleasantly surprised, that it won't. The world will not ruin it. It will build it. It will expand it. Twin flames are here to change the template of relationships. That's one of the main things we're here to do. We're here that when twin flames meet up on the grid in a geographical position, like moving in together, that lights a point on the grid, the new Earth grid around Earth. And it sends a beacon out to other points on the grid, right? And it all connects. Yes, that's truth. If you heard my phone, confirmation there. it sends out this beacon. It's time that you sent out your beacon, Leo. Because keeping it private, keeping it protected, it's not what you came here to do. Yes, you're meant to keep it you meant to protect it because it's a sacred union. But the universe is saying here with all these majors, is like they're saying, look, we've got your back. Archangel Michael is coming in saying, I got your back. I'm all over this. Didn't bring you this far to keep you this far. You know, there's more for you. So keeping it status quo isn't all there is. There's more to this. But I feel you. You're afraid that the past is gonna, you know, try to come back, like whatever that past was. Maybe it's old energy, you know, trying to come in. Old mindsets trying to come in. It's like if we put this out into the real world, will the old us come back? Yeah, you're Three of Swords. Worried about the old coming back, but I feel like I want to say with this Ace of Pentacles, the past has been transformed. Now you've learned with the Magician here, you've learned how to use all of this past energy, this lower energy, to your highest good. You've learned how to transmute it, transform it, and turn it into magic. You've turned it into gold. And that's the light that's in this lantern here. Am I making sense here? That's the light. It's time for this connection to be seen. It's time for this love to be shown to the world. Maybe coming out to the family, you know. Maybe this is the first time that you bring your twin flame to a family picnic and they're like, I didn't even know you were with somebody, and they're like, yep. And then there's just something about you guys that they can't keep their eyes off of you, and that's the light. That's the light. And I'm getting choked up here. That's the light. I love that. So, poof, another beautiful message. Final messages from Archangel Michael. Keep your eyes on your targeted intention. So whatever that is, whether, you know, this is, you know, if you're not physically together, I feel like this connection is, though, in some way, even though I've only got that one pentacle, it feels like it's a connection that's just been, quietly taking place, you know, behind the scenes. But if that's that, I mean, but if you're not together, it's about to happen. Yeah. That's what I've got. Nice. Beautiful. Alrighty. Moving on. Up. Virgo. Oh, 49. Changed right as soon as I looked up. Let's see. For my Virgo twin flames. Well, that was quick. Don't let your past hold you back. South Node. Where are we at? We don't. Right now, the North Node is in Virgo. Not for very long, though. Right? Virgo. South Node is in Pisces. I think I've got that right. They change on the 26th of this month to Aquarius and Leo. So, yeah, something about your past. Let's not, again, oh, that's interesting. I didn't even realize that. So for Aries, I believe it was really paying attention to the green. Look at the same coloring. Black and green. Clearing, it feels like the heart chakra, clearing the fog. That's interesting how that came. So let's see. For Virgo, suddenly losing my voice here. Pardon me. Is there anybody out there? Got the Ace of Swords. Yeah, maybe that's why. Some truths to be spoken here. Judgment and the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, this is a reconciliation. How do we make this work? It's time to sit at the table and have a truthful conversation. We've got the Moon. A lot of fear coming through. Page of Cups. There's a desire, though, for a new emotional experience here, but I feel like there is this fear of the old versions coming up. There's something here about moving forward cautiously. I mentioned something about the clouds, the fog and the clouds is what I wanted to say together. Something about the clouds clearing. And when they do, they reveal this fear. So it's like, let's go forward cautiously. There's love here. There's an opportunity to bring love into the situation. The Devil energy. I want to say, I feel like you sense this. I'm sure you do, being a twin flame. You're feeling all of this. You're feeling the reconciliation. You're feeling the desire for a new emotional experience. You're feeling the fear. Your intuition is on point here. What is this Ace of Swords? It drew my eye right to it when I said your intuition is on point. Your intuition is on point. You're hitting the mark. Yes, all of this is going on, but it could feel a little overwhelming with the Seven of Cups here. Talk to me about the don't let your past hold you back. Why did this show up for Virgo? Ten of Cups. Because you're on the path to happiness, Virgo. Yeah, and it's about frickin' time. Justice. Universe is handing this to you. But I feel like some parts of it, you get really caught up in old emotions. How can Virgo... I mean, you guys are here to do something good together with this Three of Pentacles. There is a reconciliation here with a Judgment. So there's a coming together to do some good work. Maybe you get communication about that. But why? So why is the fear showing up? I'm really feeling it in my belly. There's fear. Two of Cups, Six of Pentacles. All right, I'm hearing that. I'm hearing, is this going to be like it was before, like all my other relationships? Even though you know that this is different, you want to make sure that it's reciprocal, and it is. And the Spirit is coming through and saying to you, it is. So your past relationships were not, right? They were very unbalanced. But here we've got Justice. We've got the Six of Pentacles coming in with the Two of Cups. Balance is here. I think it's just an old version of you that's kind of going, it's like it's stopping you in your tracks. It's having you question yourself more than anything here, Virgo. It's really having you question yourself. Why is the devil here showing up? I'm getting, like, with the blindfold, it's like, there's your senses, your intuition, your spidey senses are being asked to, like, be fine-tuned, and I feel like they are. Oh, 2. 8 of Wands, King of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like, I got it. So this is, yeah, there's an intensity when you're around your twin flame. I know it. I know it. You know it. They know it. Uh, I feel like, if we're gonna use those terms, runner and chaser, which I don't like using, but if we're gonna use those, I feel like this is your opportunity to not become the runner. And not to be the chaser either, but not to run from this, because the intensity is building. I want to say to you, keep yourself grounded. Keep yourself anchored in, hand on the heart, do some breathing, stay centered. Because if you're not, then that past energy within you, or a past energy that you've let go of, or maybe it's even coming up so you can let go of it, right? That past energy, those old thoughts can certainly start coming in and mucking up the waters, confusing the waters here. But I feel like your twin flame wants to come in with a conversation, if they haven't already, and they're very sincere. They want to try again. They want, and not just try. They want to do something to start building something new here. It's like they're the ones coming in saying, I don't want to waste this second chance that we're getting. So for you, Virgo, it's about allowing yourself to just surrender and trust your intuition, trust, what your spidey senses are telling you. It's, what this is. If you haven't faced your past, some aspects of your past, then maybe now's the time to do it. We're still in Mercury retrograde for another less than a week here. So as I'm recording this, Mercury goes direct on the 23rd of July. We still have 2 weeks of the post-shadow period. So between now and the 7th of August is still a good time to go internally. Take a look at your fears. Take a look at any confusions. Take a look at any doubts that you have. Pull them up. Boldly face them. And allow yourself to move forward and accept this new opportunity that's being gifted here. Anything else for Virgo? Yeah. Move or be moved. Get ready. Get ready. The universe, you got the world in the tower. The universe is bringing in a new cycle for you and your twin flame. Get ready. However that shows up, could just be the communication, could be actually coming together to figure out what your mission is, being of service, so move or be moved. It's time. It is time, Virgo. But like I said, if you've got anything from your past, any parts of, like, old versions of yourself coming up, time is now to deal with that, so this can move forward. All right. Lovely reading. I like that, actually. We have 59.50 for Libra, please. Woo! Quick! Your hard work is paying off. I love that. Your hard work is paying off. Libra, go in here. Haven't used this deck today yet. Give it a shuffle for Libra. Twin Flames, please. Six of Pentacles. Mission work. Ooh, Vanessa put it right there. Okay. Three of Cups. Ooh, I'm getting the word sharing with the Three of Cups. Sharing your work with the world. Sharing this mission with others. Okay. All right, Libra. You've got an opportunity for joy, happiness, everything that you wanted. Interesting. Here's the moon again. Moon is certainly making its rounds, these readings, right? Just had a new moon. I don't have my paperwork here. Actually, let's remind ourselves. The moon is actually traveling with Venus today. Or Venus is in the moon, or the moon is in Venus. What was our last new moon? Who the heck knows? Didn't I do it? Anyway, we just had a new moon, have a full moon in Aquarius, right? On the 29th. So, but our eclipses start in August. We have eclipse season. We have 2 eclipses in August. We have the Six of Swords. Those moons are going to be a catalyst for, oh, this one certainly wants to. There's the sun. So we've got masculine and feminine energies coming out, moving forward into something more peaceful, something more beautiful. You could be traveling together or traveling to see one another. Just got to put that out there. I mean, can't mistake that. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, there's... Okay, so I feel like you and your twin flame could have travel in your future where you go and you maybe you do some mission work in other states or other countries. This could, you know, I'm getting that Doctors Without Borders coming through. So you've worked really hard at building a nonprofit organization. So this is a very specific reading for Libra. Oh, we've got the Four of Pentacles wanted to come out as well. So yeah, you're building something really solid here, Libra. Nice. Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups, Ten of Cups. I'm loving this. Oh, hang on. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, goodness gracious. Is that the only one? I believe so. Well, I like that. Came out in reverse. Five of Wands in reverse. That. Let's see why that's in reverse first. Get everything out of my way. Having a little trouble here today, folks. Five of Wands in reverse. The end of struggle, the end of challenges. I feel like things have been tight. Maybe money's been tight. Maybe you've been planning this trip for a really long time. If you've not met your twin flame, just put this out there. If you have not met your twin flame, you travel and you're traveling for like mission work, okay? Very specifically. And maybe to an island. I don't know, maybe you're part of the Dominican Republic mission group that I used to be traveling with back in the early 2000s that go to the Dominican Republic and build schools. We built schools, we built water plant, purification plant, a clinic, urgent care, and all that's been built by this group. So this is kind of the feel I'm getting here. If you have not met your twin flame, but you know in your soul that you are one, this may be where you meet your twin flame. Just got to put that out there. You've done a lot of work on yourself. You've done a lot of work to build whatever this is that you're going to do. Maybe it's courage to even be out and do this in the world. I feel like you've had to overcome a lot of obstacles, a lot of inner self-talk, putting yourself down, you can't do this. I'll never be able to make this a success. Those words have been quieted here. And you're in a good spot. 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, beautiful energy to be in. You're very balanced internally, your masculine and feminine energies. But yeah, I'm really getting that you guys may have to travel a bit to find one another. All right. Outcome here. 6 of Cups. The return. I want 2 more for the outcome, actually. 7 of Wands. This is a sacred journey. Keep it to yourself for a minute, right? 10 of Swords, because there are people out there that would like nothing better than to put this down. Unfortunately, that's just one of the things that we have to deal with as light workers in twin flames, right? We have to, we don't have to, but it's part of our soul contract. It's part of what we agreed to. We knew that we'd be on this path and that there would be energies out there that would want to veer us off the path, right? And, yeah. I feel like I want to say just focus on what you're here to do. And I feel like you feel like you really are being pulled in the line of service here. You've overcome a lot, and you will overcome so much more. I want to say that this energy of having to always look behind your back for whatever reason that just came out, it's done. You doesn't mean you get to let the guard down around the journey, around yourself, around your energy, right? Does not mean that you have to we always have to be vigilant of clearing our energy, protecting our energy, protecting our union. There's a 4 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So this is union energy coming in for you here, Libra. Whatever you've done, you've worked really well to find some inner peace. And yeah, it's paid off. Certainly has paid off. Go forward fearlessly and have confidence. I think they both say the same thing, right? Beautiful. And I think you do. I really do. I feel like whatever this other energy is, it really is. It's done. It sees it can have no longer can have power over you. So whatever work you've done on yourself, good job. Keep it up. Keep going. That's a lovely reading. I like that one. I like them all actually, no matter what they've come out and said. But all right, Scorpio. I'm still alive. So Scorpio. Yeah, I don't know where the. I have no idea where the. If anyone is typing anything. No idea. Well, there you are. Look at that. There they are. Finally, I can see the chat. What do we got here? Hello, hello, hello. Where are you? Get back up there. did they go? See, it won't come up now until somebody types something. But then it fades away very quickly. I can't hold it to read them. So hello to whoever's here. I'm happy that you're here. All right, Scorpio. For Scorpio. Oh, my goodness. I'm not taking all of that. Sorry, not taking all of it. Show me clearly, Spirit. For Scorpio, twin flames. Thank you. It's time to release negativity. And guess what? It is your full moon, Scorpio. Time to release negativity. Oh, right out of the gate. I wasn't ready, but we're going to go. Queen of Swords. Yeah. Oh, I'm getting a really stubborn energy with that Queen of Swords. Sorry, Scorpio. Got the Magician. This deck is like really wonky. There, come on. Thank you. 8 of Cups. I think you've tried to walk away from this twin flame path, Scorpio. I think you've tried to walk away from it, but you can't deny the truth. The synchronicities keep showing up. The same numbers keep showing up. It's like when you try to walk away, they get louder. Been there, done that. Know exactly what that's like. So this time to release negativity is really saying to me it's time to open up and accept the truth of this journey. You're never disconnected from your twin. Can never be, never be, never be. 6 of Wands. Yeah, you've had getting ego with that. You've tried to in order to cover not to cover it up. Well, okay. In order to cover this up to yourself, you've tried to put someone else on a pedestal. Or maybe you've tried to do that with this twin flame journey in the past and try to do that, it doesn't work, right? And it could have just pissed you off and you walked away from it. Because you tried to treat it the way that you wanted to treat it. And you can't do that with twin flames. It's not a 3D relationship. It's not what we're here for. Do we get the opportunity? Absolutely, in my beliefs. But it isn't, you can't treat it the same way that you treated your high school loves or your college boyfriends or girlfriends. You guys are here to do something very important. So getting the ego out of the way is going to be where this journey, this Scorpio reading is focused on. Hangman. Yeah, I think it's time you saw the truth of what this connection is. Yeah, certainly got the sniffles. 9 of Cups. Two of Wands. Nine of Swords. You got to decide, Scorpio. What do you want? What would you rather have? Nine of Cups or this mental mind fuck? The stress, the confusion, the insomnia. This is the decision. You're at a decision point here. Choice point. If you choose the Nine of Cups, then you're going to be shown the truth. Who you are, who your twin flame is, what you're here to do. There won't be any walking away from it anymore, because you never could. And I think that's what you're realizing, that no matter how far I go, this energy still follows me. It's going to be that way. This feels like there's an acceptance. I finally got this like really low, calm energy coming over me here. There's this acceptance that you guys are here, you and your twin flame, whether you know them or not, you're here to build something incredible, and to be successful at it. Talk to me about the Hangman here. King of Wands. I think you might be seeing a Leo. What am I doing? No, I'm doing Scorpio. Yeah, you could be dealing with a Leo, but you could be seeing them in a new light. Pardon me, I'm just starting, my sinuses are draining, my throat is groggy all of a sudden. Talk to me about this with negativity around Scorpios. Yeah, that's why I was picking up on some ego. It felt like, what do I have to give up? You just had a very distorted viewpoint of what a twin flame is and what the journey will look like. It's going to look like a little different for everybody, but the basic energy, of why we're here collectively stays the same. We're here to raise the vibration of the planet. We're here to help people awaken. We're here to change the template of relationships, from treating them and believing that they're just simply a means to an end, to something that's truthful, which is it's a higher frequency of love than what this planet has been used to experiencing. We're here to build new worlds. We're here to build new communities of union, of Christ, Christ consciousness, and but the details of the connections are going to be a little different for everybody, right? I will say, what I've discovered is, my twin flame and I are here to heal the same wounds. That's something that's very similar. But what are you going to choose? If you choose the Nine of Swords, if you choose to stay stuck, then I'm going to tell you, you're just going to keep looping. You're just going to keep looping, and that's not going to feel comfortable. Guidance for Scorpio. Time to start telling yourself the truth. Nine of Wands, Seven of Cups. Time to do the work. Start doing the work. I feel like this is a fairly new union I'm talking about, a connection I'm talking about. Clear the confusion. Do the work. It's about doing ancestral work. Clearing the karmic path. Clearing the confusion. Do the work. You can't bypass it. There is no spiritual bypassing. on the twin flame journey. Anything else I can give to Scorpio here? Oh, hello, hello. Chariot. It's time to get moving. Yeah, the universe is going to help you along with that. Very lovingly. You know, this is Cancer energy. But, you know, yes, it's very fast moving, but, you know, they're going to guide you by getting your things right in your home first. Maybe the home is your physical home, or maybe the home is here in your heart or within your body, right? So, yeah, but there's a new journey coming in. Coming in slowly. Slow and steady wins the race. I think it might be surprising as to who it is and the truth of who it is and what this journey is all about. Could really wake you up out of very sound sleep. Wow. All right, guidance message here for Scorpio. Yeah, I think you were more worried about what you had to give up instead of what you could gain from it, right? Sense of humor. Yeah, don't be so serious about things either. Something about going out and laughing and having fun. Laugh at yourself. It's always healing. Have a good laugh at yourself for maybe what you believed and how you treated this in the past. Hope that laughter will help clear the energy. Whew. Okay. 122. My pen is running out. For Sag. What is the overall energy for Sag and twin flame? This one. A time for healing. Isn't that beautiful? Time for healing. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. King of Cups. Yeah, healed the heart, didn't it? Justice. Look, there's your card. Temperance. And the Lovers. Look at this. Three major arcanas. Oh, we're going here. We're going here. You could be at a choice point here as well, Sagittarius. Choosing to heal some emotions here. I'm taking that. Yeah, there's been some indecisions. The road has been rocky, I'm hearing. You've been on your defenses have been up, Sagittarius. Hang on here. Oh, there's been a lot of, for lack of a better word, strange energy around you. It hasn't been trustworthy. I'm getting the shadow energy of the Magician. Feels like you've had your back up against the wall in a situation, Sag. We've got also, come here. My goodness, they don't want to come. The Ace of Pentacles and the Hermit. So it's like, I'm hearing the penny has dropped. You know what to do now. You've gained wisdom from whatever this energy is, whatever has had your back up against the wall. You're healing from that. I feel like it's because you've chosen to heal from that. I want to say I'm being shown the Eight of Swords. I feel like you convinced yourself for a really long time, Sag, that you were stuck in a situation but you've decided to see the other side of the coin. You're seeing the other side of the coin. There's a truth that you've been denying. You've been denying yourself of, but now it's like hitting. It's really hitting you. What is this truth? What is the justice here? Yeah, Two of Swords in reverse. You weren't seeing, you weren't allowing yourself to see the truth of this connection, of your twin flame connection. You were messed up, entangled, messed up. You were entangled in another situation that I feel like other energies were convincing you that it was so magical, it was meant to be, it was maybe they were trying to say that it was your twin flame connection, and it wasn't. And that, but you knew about your twin flame connection, and you denied it. You like pushed back against it. Weren't allowing yourself to see it for what it was, but now you are. There's an opening of the heart here. There's a healing of the heart, because now decisions are coming online and you're making them from the heart space. But you had to go through some really, I'm being shown, you know, how I've gotten this before for you, I feel, Sagittarius, where, you know, being on a boat, you've got to, and it's like rocking back and forth, you really got to have your footing. You've got to be centered within your own body for your feet not to be moved off that dock, right? That's what I'm getting. You found your footing here. And you found it through the heart space. I feel like you're still healing the heart space, allowing and trusting, you know, that, because there's still a little bit of a wonky energy over here. What is this Two of Pentacles underneath? Yeah, I feel like you're feeling ashamed that you moved toward something that was shiny. And convinced yourself that it was the real deal when it wasn't. Sag, I feel like you're sitting with a lot of regret right now for choices made in the past. That's what you've been healing. There's definitely energies around you that want to pull you back into that old energy. Talk to me about that. For Sag, what is that old energy that's trying to, like, either lure them back or just pull them back? They certainly want to keep you off centered, but you're grounded. You're like, you're sitting in the truth now. You're seeing that you and, yeah, you and there's another. Now there's another. There's a situation that maybe you have turned your back on before. A past life soulmate, your twin flame. Six of Cups is always my twin flame, especially when I'm doing twin flame readings. And Archangel Michael here with the Temperance card is, you know, perfect for doing a twin flame reading. But Archangel Michael is here. It's helping you to heal. Maybe reasons why you had to turn your back on this, or why you chose to turn your back on this connection in the past. I do want to say that's in the past. So moving forward, you know, you're moving forward with clarity and with truth. Very grounded. Seeing, maybe you've had dreams where you saw your twin flames perspective, so you were able to really close out some kind of a karmic chapter, a karmic belief, because now you can see both sides of the coin. And moving forward, yeah, victoriously, moving forward victoriously for you, Sag. Moving, yeah, you're moving right toward, you've got no doubt in your mind who you're moving toward. Your divine counterpart, masculine, feminine, doesn't matter, but we have the Empress here. So maybe I am reading for divine masculine energy. But yeah, moving toward your twin flame, ready to birth something new, ready to, there it is, and there it is. A new cycle coming in for you, Sag. Just as I said that, the cards all kind of went wonky. So we're going to try to put them back together here. So I love that. So a new cycle coming in. All you've got to do is just keep moving in the direction that you're going in. Heal whatever is coming up for you. Could be in your throat chakra. Maybe there's a truth that you want to express to someone, whether it's your divine counterpart or someone else. I do feel with the Seven of Wands that there's other energy in the mix here. And with the Justice, it could be you could have be entangled with another person, something that you felt was very tempting, very shiny, very alluring. Could be a person, could be an addiction, but you're seeing within this healing is like you're seeing what your belief in all of that has done. I don't feel like there's a doubt that, yes, that's confirmation. I don't feel like there's a doubt that this person is your person. I just feel like there needed to be, the death of that ego, as we talk about in the community, that, which never, doesn't really happen. We can't be without our ego within a human body, but we can certainly integrate it and befriend it and use it for the highest good, right? I feel like that's what you're coming into. I do also feel like there is just something, we do have the new cycle starting, but something is definitely about to come to fruition here. Harvest time, something coming to light. Maybe sprouts are starting to be sprung here. Maybe some communication. Could even be, definitely physical, a meetup with this Ace of Pentacles here, Sag. So let's get a final message. Y'all still here? It's time to leave this unhealthy situation. Yeah, I feel like for the Sag that I'm reading for, you're entangled in another situation, and you know that it wasn't for you. Many of you could actually be doing that, maybe getting a divorce, moving houses, whatever it means for you to be free of this, so your healing can be done. Yeah, good for you, Sag. All right, moving on. Capricorns, my lovely Capricorns. Why is my pen not working? All right, Caps. Twin flame reading for Capricorn. Nothing is yet set in stone. The pieces are still moving about. I feel like your emotions could be a little all over the place too. What was the new moon we just had? Was it new moon in Cancer? I don't know what it was. Can't remember. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. It was just 3 days ago and I can't remember what it was. And I can't find it in my notes. It's like, did I even read on it? I know I did. Anyway, let's see. Can I Can I see messages? There we are. Hello, Cynthia. Hello, Cynthia. Yes, new moon in Cancer. Thank you, Stephen. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It pops up and then it fades away. So if I didn't say hello and say your name, I apologize. I didn't see it. Didn't have time to see it. So, all right. Look at you, Capricorn, being transformed. Death card right out of the gate. Ten of Cups, being transformed. Look at that. Beautiful. Holy moly. We got Temperance card out. Sagittarian energy. King of Pentacles. There you be. High Priestess. Queen of Wands. Look at this. We've got a couple coming in here. Definitely standing in your power. Cap. Really integrating. I love the Temperance is coming through about saying to me about integration. Beautiful energy. Really trusting your intuition. You're definitely in transformation mode here. You've been transformed. I feel like that the biggest part of it's done and over with. You're really sitting in your intuition very firmly in who you are. Confidence right where it needs to be. Your stability right where it needs to be. Financially right where it needs to be. Oh, I love the feeling of this, especially since I'm a Cap, you know that, and I love this feeling of how this feels. So nothing is yet set in stone, so we'll see what that means in a moment. Anything else for the twin flame Capricorns up there? Hangman. 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas, okay. Hangman. Enlightenment. Yeah, coming online. Really coming online to a higher vibration. Seeing things differently. Seeing yourself. Seeing the world around you differently. And the moon. Intuition right underneath the High Priestess. You know this is coming. You can sense it in every fiber of your being. Cap, you can sense it, you feel it. And it's because you've integrated, you know, the higher energies into the physical. You've merged them. Two of Pentacles. Now what? Now what? I'm hearing. Now what? So nothing is yet set in stone. So there's still a question mark here. Okay? Like maybe what's next? Why is it nothing is yet set in stone here? Pieces are still being moved. There's the rocky water again. There's energy that's being moved. Just focus on your happiness. Focus on your joy. We've got that here, right? Let the pieces be moved. Okay? The sun. We've got the sun and the moon, so we've got masculine and feminine energies. When I'm asking about this energy, though, I got the masculine energy out. So something in the masculine energy needs to be shifted. They need to move away from a situation. King of Wands. So when I'm reading for myself, my divine masculine is a Sag and always comes out as the King of Wands. But the King of Wands in tarot astrologically is Leo. So, but you can be dealing with a fire sign that's doing some healing. We just did the Sagittarius energy that said that they were going through a time of healing, right? So piece that together if that's for you. There is the Nine of Cups on the bottom of the deck. It's here for the taking, but some pieces have got to be moved around yet. Your divine masculine needs to move away from a situation, needs to move into healing mode, needs to move into some confidence within themselves. But again, we have the dynamic duo on the table, right? King and Queen of Wands. Really having confidence that the steps that they're making are true to their soul's journey. So there could be some communication that comes in with that Eight of Wands. I want to say also, because I've been noticing it for myself, that the timelines are shifting very quickly. I could wake up one morning in one timeline, and then by the afternoon or by lunchtime, as we just heard the noon whistle here where I live, that timeline could be different, totally different. So I feel like the universe is waiting for the timelines to settle down, to shift to where this can fully be integrated. Let's see about that. Seven of Swords. There's still some things hidden here. What's the Seven of Swords here? Queen of Cups, King of Cups. They could be with another partner, you or them. You or your twin flame could be with another partner. And there's some truth about that needs to come out. You hear, we got tons of little baby birds around the house. You can hear them all out there learning to fly. Maybe today's flight day. Oh my gosh, you're kidding me? All right, well, Spirit's saying keep them all. Holy moly. All right, we got the Four of Cups, but look at this Four of Cups. It's gossip. The Devil. The Seven of Cups. I feel like one or the other of you has other people talking in their ear about it's confusing. It's creating confusion, which is what it's meant to do. You're meant to stand firm on what you believe. Okay? The truth of this is your connection is long term. Your connection can never be severed. I also want to say that this could be the other, you or the other needs to get a divorce with the sword. King or Queen of Swords, for me, when I'm reading as a reader, represents a divorced couple or a divorced person. They could be in a family way that they need to extricate themselves from. They could certainly be married, or you could be married, but I feel like that's being eradicated. There could be some truths coming out about another party or about another situation that pulled you away from your twin flame, or them away from you. So right now, just know, Capricorn, that not everything has settled down yet. The dust hasn't settled yet in your connection for it to for the next step to be implemented. So what does Cap do right now? Just keep being you, keep building you, keep honing your intuition, keep communicating with your counterpart in the astral realm, in the upper dimensions. Encouragement, or just let them be to do what they've got to do, however you're being guided. There's the Emperor. There's the Emperor, the Divine Masculine, coming out here. What say you, Divine Masculine? If I'm talking to a Divine Feminine, I want to say to you, because of where the Divine Masculine landed, trust your intuition. Trust your Divine Masculine. Trust your union. Trust this journey. One final card. The Hermit. So Divine Feminine, you're just meant to be in your space. Keep doing what you're doing. Pull your energy back. Let your Divine Masculine, if this is who's going through this, let them take care of this themselves. This is not something for you to intervene. Yep. Magician and Justice. Trust that they know how to wield their sword of truth and cut themselves free. from whatever the situation is. If this is you that needs to cut yourself from a situation, then trust yourself and know that your divine counterpart trusts you to extricate yourself. With that word being coming up here, I do want to say that with the eclipses coming up in August, we have two. The first being on the 12th is those are catalysts for cutting out, extricating, did I say that right? Extricating things out that need to be extricated out. So maybe that's when the dust settles here, okay? Final message for Capricorn. Ooh, this one certainly wants to, yeah, energy healing work. Just maybe this is a good time for you to get some energy healing, maybe to do some energy healing, focus on that. If you're studying to be an energy healer, maybe dive into that. Just focus on that, healing yourself, healing the energy around you, keeping the path clear so your divine masculine can come in and know that you're ready to receive them when they do. Ooh, interesting message. So, okay, there you go. There you are. Let's go. Aquarius. 146, 25, Aquarius. Then we've got Pisces, and then I will pop off for Aquarius, please. Ooh, I like when that happens. We have a personal issue reaches resolution. There's that full moon in Cancer, although we did have a new moon in Cancer. Thank you, Stephen, for reminding me of that. But yeah, personal issue reaches resolution. So whatever is coming up, there's a new journey. You're starting a new timeline. Yeah, love this. Look at that, 10 of Wands. But look what happens when you put that down. You let others take responsibility for themselves. You become free. You become more confident within yourself. You've had to endure a lot. You've had to carry a lot for others, Aquarius. I feel like this new timeline. I gotta say one thing. For some of you, this new timeline got mucked up by other people and their energy, and you carried a lot of the past with you, but you've since put it down, and you're feeling lighter. Talk to me about the 10 of Wands here. I'm being asked to do this a little differently for you guys, okay? 10 of Wands, confidence, courage, Queen of Wands. I'm hearing you didn't know your place, but now you do. Now you do. You're coming into your own here. Yeah. 8 of Wands. Yeah, you've let down some of these 10 of Wands, and the load gets lighter, and now the intensity can be felt. Maybe conversation needing to be had here. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, there's a clearing in air. I watched that card flip up and turn around and then flip back upside down, like this, in under my thumb. So definitely wants to come out. So Aquarius, you could be having a conversation with somebody that really clears the air. It could, I feel like a conversation might, it does a few things. It clears the heart of something. It sets you on a new timeline, number 2. Number 3, I think it makes you realize that the 3 of Swords really wasn't painful, or this conversation even wasn't as painful as you thought it might be, but it was necessary to get this truth out. Could be with a family member. I'm really focused on that Queen of Wands here, the Sun. Yes. What does this have to do with Aquarius's twin flame connection? I really feel like this is very personal. What does this have to do with twin flame connection? They know. I heard they know. So Aquarius, you know what it has to do with your twin flame. I'm not meant to bring that through. You already know what it is. So trust your intuition. There is an illumination going on here, quite possibly with the inner masculine energy becoming enlightened to maybe what relationships, like what story they've been telling themselves about relationships. There's just, but something's about to shift. I'm feeling that. Why am I, there's intensity that's building. Once you put down the burden, yeah, this feels like the burden, other people's stuff. You had to protect yourself too many times, Aquarius. This is like some family drama. That needs to clear up. You've got some family drama here. Needs to clear up first. That puts you on a new timeline. Talk to me about the new timeline. The Hermit. I'm hearing again. They know. So you already have some internal wisdom and knowledge about what I'm talking about here. I'm not meant to clarify it. You're meant to trust your intuition. Yeah. You chose yourself and you moved to healing here. And there's Archangel Michael protecting and guiding this twin flame connection. You could be walking right into your twin flame's arms here. But first, Aquarius, don't even think about your twin flame. You need to clear this up first. This is good. This is being done for you, first and foremost. All right, I'm not going to argue with Spirit. Let go of the fear now. Not later, now. I think you are. But there may be a little hiccup. You've got this, Aquarius. Trust your intuition. Trust yourself. Right? Yeah, I'm not meant. And Spirit says like no, there's no more to say. They know. They're getting the downloads. You're getting the downloads, Aquarius. Well, all right. All right, Pisces. You're it. Final messages here for the twin flame Pisces collective. Communication is key. We've got to open up some lines, and we've got the twin with the Gemini there. We've got the twin energy going where with the decks here. All right. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you saw that right out of the gate. Two of Wands. Ask. There's the ask. Asking the universe for what you want. You got to talk. You got to be clear. You got to be clear. Oh, there's another one. Oh, wow. Look at that. You've got the sun. Got to be clear on what you're asking. Hangman. Interesting. I'm hearing dare to dream bigger. Dare to ask for exactly what you want. Don't hold yourself back. Queen of Pentacles. Know that you're worthy of what you're asking. I'm really focused on that Two of Wands. What else for Pisces here? Nine of Swords. You're thinking too much about it. You're thinking too much about it. Let the universe in. Star, let the universe in. There's illumination. The star is illumination. You know, awakening. Oh, don't know why I did that. The sun is illumination, awakening. We've got the Hangman, which is enlightenment. really being centered and grounded within yourself, really in touch with all of your senses, really in touch with Gaia and spirit. I gotta say, I feel like you don't think you deserve this connection. Why is a Nine of Swords here? There's just like, I don't know. I'm, I'm feeling this Nine of Swords internally. Oh, I thought that flipped. It did not. What is a Nine of Swords? New cycle. Oh, you could be having trouble sleeping. That really throws you off your game. I know that. You know what I feel like here, Pisces? I feel like you've been, there's this one little hurdle for you to go over, and that's to believe in yourself, to trust your intuition, to trust in that you deserve everything that you're asking the universe for. Nothing is too big of an ask. Nothing is too big of an ask. I like that. Communication is key. Talk to me about the Two of Wands and this asking the universe. Nine of Pentacles. Maybe you're asking for abundance, but are you not seeing it? That what you're receiving is exactly what you've been asking for? But it doesn't look like what you thought it would look like. Page of Pentacles. So what you asked for, maybe you asked for this twin flame connection, right? You asked for union. And what happens is universe brought you opportunities to make money. And you're like, well, what does this have to do with? Well, it has to do with your twin flame connection, because it's meant to come in to teach you your value and your worth. Maybe you start out charging too little for what you do. I understand that. Universe started out with me in 2014, 15, wanting me to charge what I charge now for a personal reading. And I said, are you kidding me? I can't charge that much for a personal reading. I want this to be accessible. You know, I want people to be able. So I said, no, I'm going to put how much I charge. And they allowed it for a little time. But what I didn't see is I didn't see my worth. I didn't see that what I do, I put a lot of energy into. I put a lot of effort into it. It takes a lot of energy. It's not just me doing a reading. It's the preparation. Especially if it's someone coming into my home. I'm preparing my space because it's a sacred space. So, and then there's stuff I do after I turn off the camera, after I get done doing a reading. So it's a lot. And Spirit was saying, I'm putting in all of this energy, but I'm only getting back that much. So that's why when you're asking for twin flame union, they're bringing in opportunities for you to trust and to know your worth, because the distorted aspects of the divine feminine, masculine, well, they're not divine at the moment. The distorted energy is they treat each other well, in that distortion, in those wounds that we're here to heal, right? So it's like neither knows their worth, neither knows their value. It has to be learned, it has to be experienced, it has to be integrated, it has to be embodied, right? So that's why, so if that's what's happening, and Spirit's giving you financial opportunities, that's meant to happen, because how else are you going to know your worth and your value? I do want to say this could have been going on for 9 or 10 years. Maybe there are other, maybe it wasn't a financial opportunities that were coming in, but there were other physical opportunities that were coming in, maybe through friends and family and or work or whatever, that just meant to show you you're here to shine, right? You're here to be authentically you. But you, how can you be authentically you unless you know your worth? Okay? So now you're here, you're coming in and you know your worth. You've gained a great deal of it. And here the universe is bringing in the new timeline, and you're freaking the hell out. Maybe you're questioning, did I heal exactly what I was meant to heal? Did I do everything that I was meant to do? I'd say you have, Pisces. You have. And I know, I just feel like I've started to like maybe whisper. I'm leaning a little closer to the to the camera. For whatever reason, the communication is with yourself. Go easy on yourself. Go be gentle with yourself. How you're talking to yourself. What you're saying to yourself about this union, about your counterpart. You're saying, if you're saying anything negative about your counterpart, you're saying it about yourself. So check in with that communication. Maybe that's what this discovery is. It's like this, there's the regret. There's like, oh, now I'm seeing it. Maybe there's a need for that ho'oponopono. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Say it to yourself, say it to your divine counterpart. But heal this. Communication is going to be key in healing this union. Let's move on from that. So what can you say about that? Four of Cups. A missed opportunity gets returned to you. Just saying what I'm hearing. A missed opportunity gets returned to you. It's like you're being given like a little bit of a do-over here when you can straighten out this communication, okay? So we've got the Tower and we've got the Emperor. Shocking revelations, maybe about who your twin flame is. Or maybe this twin flame comes in knocking on your door and you're like, what? It brings in this surprise transformation to a Swords, knowing your goal. Six of Cups, aiming right toward the twin flame union. Look at that. 10 of Cups, the Lovers, all on the bottom of the deck. I feel like this divine masculine energy has just been waiting for you to know your worth. Just sitting back and waiting for everything to be dismantled and rebuilt. They've been holding space for you. This healing, this opportunity brings in your divine masculine energy. Two of Cups and the Hermit. A healed union, a peaceful union, higher vibrational union, a merging of energies, 717, two becoming one, right? Just gonna leave that right there. I got nothing else to say about that. Final message for Pisces. I can't top that, even if I tried. Final guidance message for Pisces, please. Know your worth. Watch how you're talking to yourself. And also I want to say, there could be a communication here that offers a great deal of healing between you and your divine masculine. maybe your internal masculine energy, but your counterpart, right? Um, it says, ask Archangel Michael to help with this situation. So yeah, Archangel Michael is the twin flame angel. Call upon him, help you speak the truth. Help him, ask him to use his sword of truth to help you speak clearly to yourself and to your counterpart, whether that's energetically or verbally. So just keep in mind that that's what brings the healing in. The communication is what's important here. There you have it. Thank you to everyone who is here. Can't see, and I got to figure that out. I haven't done lives in a long time, so I'm still getting my bearings here. But thank you for joining me, and we'll be back whenever Spirit says, let's do it. So happy 7/17. Sit in that beautiful energy of two becoming one. I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye.